I love who I am. I'm God's child. We all are. We all are. If you don't know it, you're gonna miss out on so many blessings that He has for you. And it comes from insight. It just comes from being aware. Being aware. The word says, "My people perish for lack of knowledge." Perish is not always dying. It's being lost. Not being able to found. Not being able to be found.
It's gonna be cut. All of it.
All of it.
Literally all
Trust
of it.
me.
All of it.
I believe you.
All right. Thank you to... I don't know why it's so loud.
Nigga said thank you too.
Thank you for watching another episode or listening to another episode of Just Talks Podcast. This is a sleepy edition because I am tired as hell because we were supposed to record about 5 hours ago.
He's incorrect.
It is incorrect.
But yeah, I want to say thank you for watching and or listening. My name is Jamal. I'm your host. I'm with the two guys, Danny and Freddie.
Energy.
Try
Come
again.
on, bro.
That is all that you're getting from me.
Can I
Nah,
try?
we need energy.
This is my last
Stop
one.
yelling, bro. Damn.
We're not
my
yelling.
fault. My fault.
I'm not yelling.
I just said stop yelling.
I said my fault. Go ahead, Danny. Try. It's your last episode. Fuck it.
This is not my last episode. This is my last.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
All right, bro.
Okay.
Damn.
All right.
You gotta outdo Jamal. He's been hung
No.
over all week.
Nah, we're
It
not
was his
doing
birthday
this.
weekend.
We're
He
good.
was.
All right, bro.
We're good. We're good. We're good. He's cranky. We're good.
You could have done it, bro. Should have taken advantage.
This nigga don't know how to stop.
Go ahead, Jamal.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, thank you guys for watching another episode or listen to another episode with these two guys. This one over here that's probably a little bit too bop off of one cup.
I haven't even gotten bopped yet.
And then there's Danny. Today is going to be Danny's last episode for a while due to him traveling to California, like we said in the last episode, if you saw it. And it's going to be a quick one. We got a few topics, nothing too extreme, but
Only one.
wanted to discuss them. First one being today, the day that we're recording it, although the day is almost over. What am I saying right now? Icon to not only is people would like to say hip hop or like rap world, but I wouldn't even say that because I'm from Yonkers. So is Danny, and we've lived here pretty much our whole lives and have seen the type of impact that this man has had on our lives, whether we know it or not. Just like the swag and the way that people talk from Yonkers and just the ambition and goals and stuff that they had. We found out today as a whole globe that DMX unfortunately passed away at the age of 50 years old after being in the hospital for over a week, battling with different things, heart attacks, and they say it was a drug overdose, but it doesn't really matter what it really was. It was just we lost an icon and a great person. So, yeah. I don't know if you guys want to say anything about DMX. I'll start. For me, I put this on Twitter earlier, and it was just something that I always said about myself. Like, I always wanted to do something where I'm able to reach the masses and like change the world in some sort of capacity. And it's crazy to see that somebody that's from Yonkers was able to do that. You know what I mean? That was like the biggest thing that I took away from him because he was from Yonkers. He walk around the same streets that we walk through all the time. And so that he was able to go to different countries and sell out, do festivals pretty much everywhere, and everybody know his music and know his movies and stuff like that.
Have the biggest concert ever.
Yeah. People know like his the way that he talked, basically everything about him. You know what I mean? So, and everybody has a story about him. So, it's crazy to think that that's somebody from this part of town that nobody likes to talk about ever was able to do something like that. So,
Man went platinum after platinum after platinum, diamond even. Like, he's true inspiration for people from like Yonkers, especially if you're from the south side and north side of Yonkers, like the hood side of Yonkers. So no, like he's really truly an inspiration. One of I've seen him a couple times. I never like went close to him, like to ask him for a picture, because to me it was always like I feel like that's a bothersome thing to do for like celebrities.
yeah,
And
especially here,
rappers,
because a lot of
yeah.
them, like, you see them so much. Like,
Exactly.
I
Jadakiss.
I see Jadakiss and Styles P all the time. I've never thought to go up to them and be like, yo, can I take a picture? I mean,
Exactly.
probably should, just because of the same situation. They are legends, and now technically we won't ever be able to do that again. But
I learned like the rap like world once you become like a rapper, and this is like in an interview with Childish Gambino too. Like he said like it's so awkward being a rapper because when people come up to you, you're such a public. It's like you're a public image. So it's like, can I take a picture? You may be like the type of person that's like, nah, like I don't like pictures really. But being a rapper or a celebrity or star, depending who you are, you kind of have to do it.
Or
And
else
it
you're gonna
sucks.
disappoint the fan.
Yeah, not even disappoint the fan. The fan might say something crazy. It's just bad publicity. And any publicity is good publicity, but when you're on top, it's not. Bad publicity is still bad publicity. I have one experience of working in Applebee's. He came to Applebee's. He came with his baby moms at the time. And he was good people. Like he didn't bother us too much or anything. The party was good. He didn't really like. He doesn't really eat like what Applebee's has. So he was just like dabbling around, like walking around. One of my coworkers asked him for pictures and everything. I was like, that's cool, but like like it's kind of like,
Yeah, I work.
yeah. No, I don't care. It doesn't matter. He was a server. It was Applebee's. Like we could do that. Yeah. It was just like just let him be with his family and stuff. You never know. Like that's the type of person I'm not. I don't try to bother people like too much.
Nah, I understand.
So, but it sucks because he was actually one of the first rappers I've seen in real life. I've seen like Mofer. I used to be Mofer is one of the projects here. That's not here anymore really. But I used to see him there like when I was young and stuff like that. So it kind of sucks. Like I'm from Cottage, being from Cottage, another project out here. You hear about him a lot too. It's just and being Dominican, like hearing him like he's one of the first rappers.
Not a lot of people know about that heritage part.
Yeah.
But he was actually part of one of my favorite movies at the time, Belly. Yeah. Bro, I remember the first time I saw Belly, like I fell in love with everything. So that's shout out to who's the director? He's OD popular. He does mad Chris. No. All right, never mind.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that.
Hype Williams, there we go. Hype Williams is the director of Belly. So shout out to him, but also at the same time, like shout out and RIP. And like I said, I forgot who passed. We spoke about passing before, and I like to say instead of saying passing, I like to say they're
transition.
Exactly, they're transitioning, because at that like transitioning is just a better way for it. It doesn't close a chapter off a book. Saying rest in peace is closing a chapter off a book. But honestly, transitioning is so much better, because it's like we're not closing that chapter off the book. We're closing that chapter, but we're not closing the book.
Yeah,
they're starting another chapter, and we're not seeing that chapter personally, but we know that they're in another chapter in their lives. Like, I don't want to get into like too like crazy with it, but they say that we currently only know 13 dimensions, like, physical dimensions. So maybe he's, just in another plane somewhere, in a other, space.
I get that. One more thing I have to say is like, what I thought today was like, I there's one specific thing like I always remember about DMX. Like for me, it was the time that he has like a poem, like a spoken word, in Aaliyah's video, where he's like, "I'm gonna miss you." I don't remember the exact words.
Oh
but
yeah, people
he's
did
like,
say that
"I'll miss you
Aaliyah's happy
when-
that he's with her and shit.
Yeah, and exactly. Then for me, Aaliyah's one like the biggest like people in my life too, because like R&B wise, like when I was younger, I've seen her and realized at least I've seen her once and realized
Oh, you
with
saw
him.
Aaliyah?
Yeah, with him.
That's
So it was
crazy.
like, oh, the fact that they're together and that he has so much love for her, that it's like, yo, like maybe that's cool. That's cool. I don't want to say nothing because he has
yeah, of
family
course.
here and he has.
We don't
want
to say anything.
but it's like respecting like that poem showed how much he's like he already said like in that poem that I'm gonna meet you in another life until we meet in another life.
And
Blah,
we
blah,
know that they're
like,
meeting right now. Like
so.
she was probably the angel that picked
And-
him up.
Exactly. And another thing for Pop Smoke, he said Pop Smoke was a baby. Like if there was like a baby or like a clone of like two people, he was a baby of him and 50. So it was like
Oh wow, that's
like
crazy.
he actually liked Pop Smoke.
I
He
heard
doesn't like-
about that. I
yeah.
heard that
that was in
that-
drunken
I heard that people's it's on Twitter, so I don't know what people, but I heard people mentioning, oh, like I know Pop Smoke and DMX are having like a field day right now.
Yeah.
Like they're like entertaining God and everything. And reading those types of things always makes you feel like a little heartwarmed. It makes your heart feel a little warm because it's like
it just
yo,
makes you
like-
feel like there's something after.
Exactly. I don't want to say it gives you something to look forward to, but it just, it just knows that everything's going to be all right. We may not know what's going on, but we know everything's going to be all right. And I feel like that's important to have because life is short, man. Life is really short. Like, we could really be gone.
His life was short. 50 is mad young. Like, it's not mad young, but it's young. 50 is when you technically like are starting to transition to that old age. So 60 is
Yeah, 50 is technically like the midlife crisis. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's when I'm going to cop a motorcycle and wear leather shorts and all that type of stuff. Like,
Jamal.
what? Jamal does not wear leather shorts.
No, I just gotta transition Jamal into it. Like,
No. That's fine. Let him
but
talk
yeah, that like it sucks. I hope
I
you
mean,
transition in life well, DMX.
we know. Excuse me. We know that his fame is definitely gonna live on. We know that that's definitely gonna happen. After today, I know that for a fact. So many people that I wasn't even expecting, and like, mind you, I was only on Twitter. I wasn't even on IG a lot today, but a lot of people showed so much love. A lot of people talking about how they were in their blocks and they were just hearing like straight DMX songs for like the last week because like I don't want to say anything bad about his publicity or like the people that handle that, but I feel like it was kind of sad that it was like the second or third time he passed away this week. And that's trash because they should have had that better control of that, because I know that's more family thing. So if the family wants to keep it closed, respect the family. Feel me?
Jamal said something like that. We was in the car and he was like, he turned the radio off and put the aux on.
Yeah, because when the news first came out last week and they were because there was so many different articles, they were like saying that he was like in a vegetative state and
I heard about
they were all saying too many different things, and it was like they were writing him off already, like he was already gone. And I didn't post or say anything about him online at all because it's just like I want to make I want to make sure that there's actually solid concrete stuff.
Information.
Yeah, you don't want to go off
Information
for
out
like
there.
hearsay.
Because there's so many stories of people that have been in those situations and have been able to get out of them, and it just felt like everything felt like people were speaking it into existence. So today, people still gonna feel a way about it happening, of course, because like you guys were saying, he is a legend, and I think that we've all acknowledged that before he passed. Like, he definitely got more than enough not enough, but I almost said more than enough. But he got way more flowers than he probably would have anticipated while he was alive because of the life that he had. So, but he definitely deserved it because he's definitely gonna go down. If we're just talking about music, he's gonna go down as one of the greatest. I wouldn't only say rappers, definitely top
Entertainers.
Yeah, definitely like top like
And,
15 rappers.
He's
Depending
out there, bro.
depending on who's making the list, he's definitely top 15. Where in the 15, it depends on who's making the list.
But also,
But as far as entertainers, like you were saying, yeah, he's definitely gonna go up there because of there's not gonna be many rappers ever again that's gonna be able to do that
Hit the masses
and have
like
that control
Impact.
and like run a label like that. Like they deadass started. Not many artists really start a label like that and run off of just one artist and then build like that. The way that they did that, like Rough Riders, and he was the Rough Riders. Like,
yeah, he
was the Rough Rider.
he deadass was the Rough Riders, and everybody knows that. So
Not
with
to
with
pivot
that being
to-
said, it's just like his legacy is just gonna live on. Like So-
You know what they say about legends. Legends live forever, so he's always gonna live on
Bro,
in
his
spirit.
his inspiration is crazy.
No, of course.
Like people don't know, like Drake and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
come on, like, and who doesn't respect him? He has all his albums are either platinum or diamond. Like, come on, like,
Nah, and to add on to the fact that once again I feel like trash because I be reading this off of like social media, but I know like the information is true. But they were saying that he had an interview like I don't know how many years ago, but it was like in the last 3 to 4 years that he felt complete with his life. He felt like
he was on
like
Drink-
he was peaceful.
he was on
Peaceful.
Drink
That was
Champs.
that was the key word. Peaceful. He felt at peace.
Yeah, it was on Drink Champs. He said he said that they had to stop him when he said it because it sounded wild. But he was like, if I drop dead right now,
Yeah.
I know my last thought is that I had a good life.
You see?
That's crazy.
And honestly, that's the type of life we all need to achieve right there. We don't want to, like, God forbid I pass away right now. I don't want to feel like, damn, I could have done X, X, and X. Nah. I want to feel like what he felt. That's like borderline nirvana right there. Knowing that you had a good life, knowing that you had a peaceful life, that's nirvana. You just want to be in that type of mind state before you pass away. So, like, even though I don't want to say he was foreshadowing anything because he obviously, that was a few years ago. But I don't want to say anything like that.
I don't remember how long that interview was. I don't think it was
That
that
was last
long
year.
ago. It wasn't that long ago because it might have been a year because
Because of Pop
did
Smoke?
not only that they did a Rough Riders documentary, and I'm pretty sure that he was on it around the time that the documentary came out,
Oh,
either
yeah, 'cause-
before or after or during. I don't remember because it was like a multi-part documentary, so I don't remember if it was before, after, or during, but it was around that time.
Yeah, no problem.
But
But like you said, since it's around that time, I just wanted to elaborate. Like, that's how every person should feel, not just like a rapper, an entertainer, a mogul, like a legend. Like, every person should feel like at one point in their life they should feel that peace, that nirvana. Like, that if I die today, I wouldn't care. After this point on, I could die. I know A, B, and C, my main priorities were completed, and I know D, E, and F are on the rise. Feel me? Like, as a dad, my nirvana would be like, I'm not even trying to like foreshadow anything, God forbid, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, knowing that my girl is fine, knowing that my mom is fine, and knowing that my boys and my son are good, that would be, I would say I live a peaceful life, as long as I know my future, which is obviously my son. I know I don't talk about him nearly enough on socials or anything like that, but if you know, I know I love him, so I don't have to like show that to the world in any way. But since this is a touchy subject, Yeah, subject topic. I just want to say it real quick. I know that the day that I leave this earth, that I know he's gonna be fine because I try to instill in him everything that I've been learning in my 20s. I try to tell that to him in his like youth. I try to nail him in the head for like these little nuances that, you know, kids would usually make. I try to tell him like, yo, Freddie, you got to be better than this. You know, you got to be ahead of the game, ahead of the ball game. That's my like lesson with him. So I know when my time comes, he's going to be well prepared. I feel like when my father passed away, I wasn't really well prepared. So that's really been my mission with him, to make sure that any given moment, because I was babied. I'm not gonna lie. I was, you know, the youngest one. It was only me and my sister. I was babied throughout my childhood, and I like to baby him, but at the same time, I like to be real with him. I like to tell him like, yo, look, you can't do this anymore. You're at a certain age where it's not that it's not cute. It's just that I need you to be more advanced. You're 7 right now. I want you to be thinking at a 10th grade. Think at 10th grade. I want you to be thinking like a 10-year-old, 11-year-old. I need you to be thinking, you know, more above than what you already are. And that's just because growing with my family, I was babied. So when I was 10, they probably wanted me to be a little bit, you know, they coddled me. What's the word? Cuddled me, like, you know, made me feel better about myself. When I made mistakes, they wouldn't make it seem so drastic. And I feel like that's literally impacted some aspects on my adulthood, and I don't want that to happen to my son. So that's why I'm going back to, I'm gonna close it on this because I feel like I'm going on a little tangent. I just want to close it off on this. This is what I'm saying. I know when I go, my nirvana will be that my boys are good, that my girl is good, and that my son is good. My mom, I already know she's good, so she doesn't need any of me, you know, to tell her that. But I already know that that's where my destiny's at, and I'm proud of it. You know.
Like it.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. I like that. All right. Yeah. So before we move on, just want to say, of course, rest in peace, DMX. And prayers to
Him and his family.
Him and his family. I know my family knows a decent amount of people in his family, so I didn't have that connection with him at all, but I know my family because it's Yonkers is and friends. I do have friends, like a close friend. What was his name from Delaware? I forgot.
Also Tay stays on like
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But yeah, rest in peace, DMX. Prayers to the family and friends and basically anybody that he was able to touch and inspire. Yeah, give it like a second. Pause. All right. Next topic, and maybe I didn't fact check this, but I've seen it multiple times on the internet, so I'm guessing that it's real, and we can talk about it, and you guys can check me if it's not. Hopefully, you guys saw it or not. Asian hate is a big thing that's going on in the world right now, in the country right now. If you don't know, somehow you don't know.
Now you know.
If you somehow don't know, Asian people have been being attacked by people. I don't know why that's a tongue twister.
Have been attacked.
It's a continuing thing.
Are being attacked then.
By people of, I mean, we can just say it. It's really a lot of white people, but I guess they have been other instances of, I guess, because there was like something on a train, which I don't think that was Asian hate. It looked just like a normal fight on a train. If you're from New York, you see that shit all the time. But
he was actually Spanish.
Who?
The guy you're talking about?
The one that got beat up, or the guy that was?
I did not see anything.
The guy that got beat up. He was actually Spanish. He looked Asian, but he was saying He was like, yeah, it was one of those. Nah, but he was actually like, he called the guy like a nigger, like with the, hard R.
With the ER.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Relax.
I said it. I'm black, bro. I'm Dominican.
You
I'm
still
black.
can't say the word in that way.
This is an argument for a whole nother video.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
anyways,
I'm
so yes,
Dominican. I'm black. Both my parents are black, so I could say it.
So there's been a bunch of attacks on Asian people in the country, and this is the part where I want you guys to fact check me because maybe I'm wrong. But I've seen multiple posts online and articles saying that there is some sort of relief bill. Cause it was like a news report that I saw online. There's some sort of relief that they're doing. It's like $50 million that they're giving out to Asian people. And now if you get caught doing anything, it's being considered a hate crime. And it's like there's so many different like levels to this. I don't know. Have you guys seen this?
I have not.
Am I the
seen
only
this.
person that's seen this?
I have not heard about
We're
this.
gonna go to
What do I
Google.
do know is that what you said, Kenji? Kenji says she has not heard about that little relief plan and everything like
All
that.
right, I'm gonna look it up.
Yo, so
50
so
million is not a
the
lot.
hate thing though.
no, but technically, where's our reparations? Feel me?
Wait, stop. Stop.
I will listen to you. So go ahead.
Okay.
That's where I was going.
I feel where you're going.
Stop.
That's where I was going.
That's what I was like. All right.
I feel where you're going. I feel where you're going.
That's where I was going.
Nah. Right now, Donald Trump made it I feel like Donald Trump did this. He made it a thing to like Chinese virus and all that. Like,
Oh, he made it
like,
hot.
Made it like to a point where it's like they're getting like violated, to like stabbed, hurt, beat up, whatever you want to call it, like abused. At this moment of time, they are getting that. So that is happening actually, and because it honestly most likely started because the Donald Trump called it the Chinese virus, and we're talking about COVID now. I do not know about the relief thing though. I did not.
Might
hear
not be
that.
real.
Yeah, I don't think that's real. Yeah, because
We might just have to go back and chop this out.
No, bro. I
you
feel
don't have
like-
to chop it out.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just
bro.
gotta-
I feel like
it's not-
it's
it
good
did
when
not happen,
when we
yeah.
say shit and then we correct ourselves
Yeah,
immediately.
I'm fact checking it as
Yeah.
is. Like I'm
Yeah,
looking
exactly.
it up in real.
Go say what you're about to say. You
in
fact checking
real
it
time.
in real time. Fact check.
at 11:58
Nah, but
on April 9th.
what has been happening like recently is like OD too with the Asian people. Like it's been happening a lot to us over the years.
Over
And
the
it
years.
sucks over years and years.
I remember
and
my first
centuries.
time I experienced something like this.
Vermont.
I was no.
For me,
That was yo, I don't even want to get started
for
on
me,
that.
it was Vermont.
But back on my senior year of high school was when Trayvon Martin passed away because of
George Zimmerman.
George Zimmerman. I was about to call him Greg Martin, so
Yeah.
luckily you told me.
Fake
George
neighborhood
Zimmerman.
watch. Yeah.
Fake neighborhood watch. And the worst thing about it was that they let him rock. To this day, he's literally living. And not to say anything about DMX because we already spoke on that topic. DMX said he will piss on George Zimmerman's face, and I feel like this is why the culture gives him the love that he gives him because he always was real.
He speaks his truth.
Bro,
He always was real, bro.
bro.
I'm not trying to diminish his name, but he was always real.
Not
You're not diminishing his name.
going back to DMX real quick. When you're talking about being real,
He's the epitome of real, bro.
what other nigga you know was running around the streets robbing niggas with dogs?
With Pitbull.
Like-
I don't think you said that right. Wait, he was robbing his dog. He was sending his dog to rob niggas. Like,
Nah, he wasn't saying, but he was like he ran up on you with two pit bulls. Like
nah, I heard
Probably
a story like his
muscular-ass
dog was
pits,
actually
bro.
stealing. Like his dog would go.
this nigga was about to hop like a bunny.
Yeah, right. Like,
I saw the hands like this.
Nah, never mind. Just keep going.
all right, let's go. Come on. Keep
But so back to the Asian thing, Asian hate and discrimination and
Do you guys feel like that's more of a like culture, like
No,
I don't want to say. I'm trying to be picky with the word because I don't want to say a culture like blessing, but you feel like because they're like, because keep it a buck, Asian people, in the scale of things, Asian people are closer. Actually, I'm gonna keep my thought
Nah,
close. You guys will
finish
both
because I don't
got-
understand what
I-
you're saying.
yeah,
No,
wait.
I want to know
Okay.
what you're saying because I don't know.
Alright,
I don't
so-
understand.
I understand
Because-
what you're saying. Too.
I
Because
don't.
of curiosity kills the cow. I'm gonna just say it, but because so you already know how it goes. It goes whites, Asians, Spanish, blacks, black, Spanish. The last two could be interchangeable, obviously.
I don't think that.
What you think? So it just goes whites, Asians, and then Spanish and blacks.
I
'Cause
think,
I
think
believe-
that scale is right, but I think it interchanges with Asians and
No. I meant it interchanges between blacks and Spanish.
No,
'Cause,
I think it
like
interchanges
one
with
day,
Spanish and black.
depending on the person
Spanish
or
and
who
Asian.
wasn't. Wait, what? You think it? I don't even want to get into that.
Yeah.
That's another topic. But just to say what I gotta say real quick, just to let it out. I feel like after like whites in this country, it's the Asian community that gets a lot of like they get a lot of praise and things like that. So I'm saying basically I feel like it's weird. It's kind of different seeing that they're going this hard for the Asian community. I'm not trying to say it in a bad way. I'm not trying to say it in a negative way. I'm just saying that since we've been experiencing this since the late 1800s, early 1900s, and they never made it a hate crime for us. They're literally making it a hate crime for these Asian communities. When they went through a similar uprising as us, they were literally brought into this nation to be second fiddle to the white man. If you know U.S. history, AP history, you would know that. So it's like, damn, are you really serious about that? Like, that's why you're giving them their candles right now. But
Ready?
I mean, yeah, you go ahead. I already see you disagree, so I want to hear it.
Black people are in the bottom, like in the sense of like they're on top of like getting hate the most.
No, yeah, I agree with you.
That's
wholeheartedly.
that.
We always got all the
Spanish, depending on where you're from,
yeah.
switches with Asian with me.
All right.
But I don't want to go into
We're
it
going
too much.
too far. So
Well, I just want to get into the Asian thing real quick. Real quick. They're getting hated, of course, because of what's currently happened, and of their past life. They have went through a lot too, not compared to like blacks and like I don't want to say Spanish, but blacks and stuff. Because think about what they went through. They went through World War II. Like World War II was a whole bombing, and they had concentration camps in the Spanish.
Jews
whatever.
also went through
I don't-
concentration camps.
Who?
Jews.
No, but that's. I forget it. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
that was Hitler.
Yeah.
No. I know that was Hitler, bro. I'm also
we're done.
saying the fact that they also
We're
went through
done.
concentration camps.
We're done. No.
Wait, so I can't compare this.
We'll talk about it after. I don't want to put this in the
I
podcast.
can't compare this.
I don't want to talk about it in the podcast. I don't want to talk about it in the podcast.
I feel like we should just elaborate this.
No, I
around
don't
here.
think we should.
Just say what you gotta say.
Thank you, Kenji.
Bro, like,
All right, so the reason why I wanted to bring it up is because there's so much like controversy with it going on. I mean, you guys have we're basically saying it, but like kind of like jumping around. So here's to trying to make it a little bit more focused. The part about it is people being attacked like this is not
Fine.
good at all. Like, it shouldn't happen to anybody. I've always been taught to treat people the way that you want to be treated. So you don't do things like that. You be respectful and peaceful to all people, no matter who, what, when, where, why. You know what I mean? Unless they've done something to you.
I understand that.
And
that's kind of like the golden rule.
Mm-hmm.
Treat others how you want to be treated.
So with this newfound like uprising of like these targeted crimes, or that's what it seems as though, because of the different like companies or random people like walking down the streets and stuff like that. um, it's just it's raised questions amongst the uh, Black and African American community, because now we see that people are jump to this occasion. Like, you see, like, this whole thing, and it's they just say the Asian hate, stop Asian hate, and then when it's this whole thing with like a police officer doing something to a Black person, it's kind of like try to figure out what happened first, not
And
just
then they dig
accepting
up
the fact
all
that
the-
somebody like got hurt or died or whatever the case may be. It's what happened, and not just we should stop. You get what I'm
But to
saying?
also elaborate on that, they would also look up at everything that person did wrong.
In their
They
life.
would go from the age of fucking 5, if they found shit from when he was 5 years old. Oh, he stole his teacher's crayons, and then boom, they will elaborate on that. And
So
that-
he was a bad
You
person.
know-
He was going down the wrong path. Like, bro, what?
You know,
I bet they didn't do
like
that.
crazy is
What?
that in my family I have like people in the law system, right? And they told me like I was like we were talking about like running for president and stuff at the time, and they were like he was like, this person said they'll look for anything, any little thing. It doesn't matter. This is just running for president, so they'll look for any little thing, running for president, running for mayor, running whatever, any little thing. As long as they find it, they'll put it on the commercial saying, this person did this, and that's exactly what happens in a court system.
Yeah.
And it sucks because it's like something happened to me once, and I didn't do nothing, but like this person they could do this to you though. They could bring this up. It's on record, and I'm like, but I didn't do nothing. But exactly because you did not do anything is the wrong part.
Yeah.
It's
It's just confusing, and it's like
I
an
feel this
ongoing
topic-
thing
yeah,
that we
this
can't.
topic can't.
You can't win. It's just like it's
literally.
it's like every time
nonstop.
it's crazy because honestly, as ironic as it sounds, if we're being completely honest, to me, and maybe I'm just a conspiracy theorist, that ironically this stuff started up at the same time as the George Floyd trials. And
I never even.
you
put
honestly
two and two
don't
together.
even know that the George Floyd trials are really going on, to be honest.
I wanted to say something.
And
about
you
that.
hear more about all the Asian crimes, the crimes against Asian people. And, the George Floyd thing was such a big thing. It was such a big movement a year ago, for it to not even have any momentum, nobody talking about the trials and stuff like that that's going on.
And it's about to be
actually,
like, it's either a year, I'm not sure, or about to be a year since that happened.
I feel like
Yeah.
you're really close, Danny. I was just about to
Supposed to
say
be,
though. I remember this Drake song, 6 p.m. in New York. He honestly talks about that. Like, he was like, 1 week everybody's arguing about it, the next week, and then 4 weeks later nobody's talking about it. That's literally what literally that bar is so underrated because it's like it's so real. People are gonna talk about, like, I don't even want to say this because it literally just happened. So I'm gonna go to another artist that passed away, Juice WRLD. When he first passed away, everybody was talking about it. 4 weeks later, nobody was like mentioning him. It was rare. And this is what normally happens when people pass away. The first week, the first few days they pass away, everybody's reminiscing. And then by a few weeks later, nobody even talks about them. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing or a good thing. I'm just saying that that's what happens. And I'm just saying, back to the point that I'm trying to make, with George Floyd, that's what happened. The first week when he passed away, I remember Twitter, and I didn't have IG at the time, but Twitter and Tumblr were literally at a standstill because so many people were advocating, like, nah, this is fucked up. Like, this should not have happened. Like, he was literally begging for his life. So that's why it probably went a little bit longer than normal. But at the same time, like, everybody understood that he shouldn't have lost his life for what he did.
Yeah.
A counterfeit $20 bill, bro. You mean to tell me that I got $20 bill from wherever store I got a $20 bill from, and because I'm presenting it at a bank or wherever he was at, I'm getting chokehold for it? Fuck out of here. I shouldn't deserve that. Nobody should deserve that. So
May 25th.
May 25th. So it was around Nanny's birthday, so definitely close to a year. But I don't know if you want to go down this route, but I just want to say, my man Danny, it's May. We're not gonna have you here in May, so I just want to let this out right now. Like, I don't know if this is the most appropriate time, but yo, like Danny. Nah, I'm gonna just let it out real quick. He's saying no, but I'm gonna just let it. He's not gonna be here, so I'm gonna just let it out real quick. Like, yo, Danny, like, yo, he's waiting for it. Nah, bro, it's just gonna be. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be weird. A different atmosphere. Like, I'm so used to like recording with like Jamal in the middle and then like Danny on the other side. Me and make glances at each other like throughout the pod every once in a while.
I was gonna say
He's gonna switch back to some serious shit.
yeah.
But before he does, I just want to say this. Like, before he switches back off, yo, you will be missed. And when we record with you again, just know it's gonna be lit.
It's only as awkward as you make it to be awkward.
Oh wow,
That's what I was gonna say.
slept with that.
But I did want to go into George Floyd real quick. I have been watching a little bit. Like, as I go to the gym, they have the news on. I watch a little bit of the trial, and I always forget what they're called, but the person that works at the morgue in the hospital has claimed that he has passed away. Like, they have like the what's it called?
Autopsy.
The autopsy. The autopsy shows that he died because of basically
COVID,
like
taking the vaccine.
What do you wait?
what? Stop.
Wait, whoa! I was thinking about something else. My fault.
Stop.
I was thinking about something else. My fault.
The Holy Spirit went into you or something. Relax, bro.
No. I was thinking about.
He had a moment.
What you told me earlier.
Nah, it was
He died from being strangled.
Yeah, he died from being strangled, basically. Yeah. So that's the recent news. That was the recent thing. So in my head, once I saw that, I was like, "Yeah, that guy's dead. That guy's done." He's just.
I don't know. I'm not.
That's what I think. But that's a thought.
There's been plenty of times when it's been open and shut cases like that, or you think it should be open and shut case, and then they go and give the verdict, and the person's walking out the courtroom, or they're getting some slap on the wrist charge and stuff like that.
You know,
from my understanding, it is like it was really hard to find this jury and stuff like that, and it was basically like Freddie just distracted me.
I was like that.
Yeah, that's why you distracted. But it was basically like it was very hard to find the jury to make sure they're not like biased and stuff like that. So I don't know, the judge is like very like neutral to a point where it's like I have to hear both sides. But it could all be a lie, and we're all in a freaking simulation. So
we are in the simulation.
We are.
yeah, okay.
This is the
okay,
Matrix.
we all agree we're all in a simulation.
Yeah.
Okay.
You never seen somebody
Matrix?
like,
Yeah.
I know this is not what we were talking about, but you ever been like in a car and you're driving and then you like I don't know if this has ever happened. If I'm the only person that's ever this happened to. You're driving and you see a car in your rearview mirror and you're not anywhere near an exit, and then the car just disappears. Like, you don't see the car anymore.
Bro,
You know, that's ever happened to you?
I know that happens a lot because that shit just happened.
Yo, has that ever
over here, bro?
Has that ever happened to you? That's happened to you?
Nah. Yo, that has happened to me.
Nah, I was about to say,
Yo,
That has happened to me.
Yo.
I'm like, where did the car go?
Because you'll
I was
think,
right behind.
because you'll think like, yeah, that would happen to somebody that's on the highway. Like, if you're near an exit, they probably got off the exit or something.
Got off.
You know what I mean?
Normal
Like,
shit.
Oh
Yeah.
my
but nah, you just driving, and then you look back
Mind
in
you,
your
next
mirror,
exit is like 5 miles away.
and you don't see a car. Like, the car is just
Yo,
gone.
and then you really be looking for them. You're like, yo, it's not the first 3 cars in front of me. It's not the.
There's nothing around you. Yo, the other day, right? I was in the car in Jersey, and I was driving, and there was this dude on his bike, and he was like dead ass super focused. Like
My man was like, Addy.
anything could have hit him from the side. Like he dead ass didn't turn his head at all. Like he was just focused. And it's like, bro, like there's no way that your focus is that like strong. Like you gotta be a robot. You're dead ass a computer.
Mark Zuckerberg.
We're dead ass in the Matrix.
I think my thing was
There's no way. I don't know.
going to work overnight was my biggest thing. It was like, I'm going to work. Yo, it's the same items. Yo, what is happening? Like,
I just
bro,
feel like
this
there's
is
some
dead
people
ass
in the
same
world-
items. What is
Hold
wrong
on.
with this?
Daddy is touching on the topic right now because, bro,
Yo.
it's the same shit with me. Like, it's the sea bass, red fucking fish, red oysters. It's like,
Yo,
bro, like
from
I
me-
know this shit from verbatim because of like I've been at this job for 3 years. This is why I want to leave the job. Cause I'm knowing too much shit that I'm not supposed to know about. It's
Yo.
embedded in me, and I want to take it off, bro.
Mine was sweet corn, cream corn, green beans. Okay, go to the pasta side.
Yo,
It's dead ass elbows. Yo, here's my elbows, macaroni. I'm like, all right.
Nah,
this is
but
too
it's
much.
like I just feel like there are.
Somebody calls out.
I feel like there's people in the world that were just made to like exist, that they don't like.
Never
We always say
complete their
that
end.
everybody has like a purpose in life, and I feel like some people's
don't
purpose
believe
are just to be. I don't know if you guys saw the movie Soul or not, but they were like
Yeah.
there were people that are become lost souls, and I feel like that's kind of like that simulation thing that they just get, that they start a job
that's
and they're
awesome.
just that they just lose themselves because that's all that they know. They don't know anything else. You ask them a question and the shit is just they just gone.
The main character was like that in a way, because the main character was like, I just want to be in a band and I just want to do this, but he lost like sight of like.
Nah,
he did lose sight
wasn't.
of like the teaching part, and then when he got that, he was like, oh shit.
Nah, but when I say he wasn't a lost soul, because lost
No, he
souls
wasn't.
were
He wasn't,
people that are
Focused on something like the.
because you can either be a lost soul for two different reasons. You can be a lost soul for you. It's almost like you get a 9-to-5 job and you stick with the 9-to-5 job and that's all you know is whatever that life entails. Or you can be so far gone into doing something that you want to do. Like if you love playing video games and now you're in a cycle of just playing video games. Like you might
But
like
was it-
it, but you're not aware of the rest of the world. So those were the two different versions of being a lost soul.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
They explain that in the movie.
wasn't a lost soul like that, and then the aspect of like the 9 to 5 and you doing something that you don't like, but you have to do it continuously like a 9 to 5, right? But there was the focus soul. A focus soul is when you get in the. It was not the focus. It was a zone. The zone was the video game part where it was like
No,
you're in a-
because you can be different. The stars one. You start off as in the zone, and then when you can get basically it was like you can get lost in the zone, and you become a lost soul.
Okay, so it's a so zone, and then you can become a lost soul.
Yeah.
Or zone, you can become great. Like
Yeah,
like
if
the
you
museum
stay
and shit, yeah.
aware of what's going on in your life, and
yeah, has this real quick? Has this ever happened to you? Like, I ran on a treadmill. I've known you run on a treadmill.
you forget that you're running on a treadmill.
Yes.
or you feel like you forget that you're driving your car.
Yeah. Or you feel like you forget everything that's around.
Whatever you're doing.
Like, yeah.
yeah.
Have that? I don't know if Chubbs has experienced that, because me and you have worked out more than Chubbs, most likely in our life.
Damn, that's crazy. Yo, for real.
Work out like in the gym. Yeah,
Bro.
No, he probably worked out more at home than me, but at a gym.
Nah, bro. Imagine from 18 to 21, you ain't know me, bro. I was just living at the gym, bro. For all you know, I'm just saying. For
My
all
dad
you know.
knew you at 21. Thank you.
Damn, yo.
Kenji said, "Don't cap like that."
I'm gonna let her rock because it's her birthday. So it's
Wait, it's her
10th.
birthday?
It's April 10th. It's 12 o'clock.
Oh
Happy birthday to our photographer. Yo, she gets all the shots.
Yo, she gets all the shots for us.
She gets all Chubb shots too. Yeah.
Well, he
Nah, she gets all our shots, not my shots. I don't get exclusives, nigga.
No, she gets all Chubb shots. If she knows
Hey,
what I mean.
yo, come on, bro, relax.
You know,
Relax.
see,
Which-
that's why I like you more. Go ahead.
Which brings me to my last topic, which wasn't really a topic, it was just a question.
Wait,
or
hold
something
on,
I
hold on,
thought.
hold on. I believe you stand up for this. Yo, shout out to my man Jamal, bro. It was his fucking birthday, April 6th,
Yeah.
bro.
This
nigga gonna
Hey,
swear.
I wasn't there to live it. Danny was
Yeah,
there to
was.
live it. I wasn't there to live it.
He had a blast.
I had to work, but according to
I
Danny,
should have got him strippers.
we should have got him strippers.
Kayla and I was gonna smack the shit out of
Don't
Out of
involve
me?
you and Kayla right now.
Oh, out of
We're
him?
talking
Yeah, out
about
of him.
Jamal. When it's Kayla's birthday, we'll talk about strippers or whatever. But right now, we're talking about Jamal.
No,
Shout out to Jamal.
They're gonna smack you because
If
you
it
wasn't
wasn't
there.
Yo, I should have been there. I had to work though. But yo, if it wasn't for Jamal, Just Talks wouldn't be the way it is right now.
Just Talks would have existed if it wasn't
exactly.
Jamal.
And
What?
I know that you already tweeted about it, Instagrammed about it. I'm corny because I said Instagram, but the point is, just us. Just know that was all him. This
Yo.
guy got a magnificent brain, and he doesn't get enough props as what it is. So I just want to let you know, we're all
Good shit,
proud
bro.
of you, bro. That ass. He deserves this pat on the back because you
Take a
got
shot.
you got it going on right now, bro. You're on the
He
road.
already
Right now.
took enough shots, guys. He had a whole,
I wasn't there
he
for his
had-
birthday,
he had
but
a whole
he took enough
Douce
shots.
bottle, a Bel Air bottle to himself. So he's good.
He could have done more.
Nah, he couldn't have.
Niggas be
nah,
wanting me to die.
you got
Nah, bro.
Nah,
we just
he-
want
He
you
gave
to
me
enjoy
praise
life,
and
bro.
then just said I should have done more. Like, we want me to die?
Yeah, like
I don't
he
want
would've
you to
died if
die.
he
I
did
just,
more.
I just
Nah,
know you got more potential than that,
Nah,
bro.
nah, nah. If he would have did more,
For
he
his
would've died.
28th birthday, he's doing 2 Douce bottles and 1 Bella bottle.
He had two Douce bottles.
You just said 1.
This
No,
nigga
he had
want me
two.
to die.
He had mine. He had Kayla's, not mine.
So
Kayla's.
next time he's doing 3.
And then our boy Ray bought him a bottle too.
Yo, shout out Ray. I haven't seen you in mad long.
Big
bro.
play. Hate you.
Niggas be wanting me to
Haven't
die.
seen him in mad long, bro. He was there too.
I love
Ray?
you too.
Who?
You should have been there. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Where was the invite though? I would have called out of work and all that. Where
Yeah,
was
no.
the invite?
You're a liar. It was
Where's
his
the
birthday. What if we just would have went out on some regular shit?
Bro, I called out on a regular ass brunch
You
Sunday.
calling on my birthday?
I called out on a regular
I'm not
brunch
gonna-
Nigga
I'm
not
not
even
Sunday.
gonna
gonna be in the
so-
state. All right. Anyways,
Alright,
back
next.
to
Yo,
Yeah.
yo,
focusing
Dennis,
on
you're
the
not
fact
even
of
gonna
what we're
be in
doing.
Fucking county.
Back to what we were doing. We actually had some.
Sorry, I distracted everybody. I just wanted to give a shout out to my guy over here.
The birth of
Appreciate
Just
it.
Talks and Just Us. Well, not Just Us, but Just Talks.
I'm not even lit though.
Go ahead.
You Twitter about this.
Kenji, stop. There we go.
I always be talking to special shit.
I don't even know what she said. Okay,
All right. So I was watching a video the other day.
go ahead.
And the video was like a prank video, and in the prank video, it was this girl, and she was sitting in the living room with her man's best friend, and they had a camera set up, and she has long hair, so she had AirPods in, and he's like watching the footage, like watching them as like stuff's going on, and he's like telling her what to do to his best friend to see if he's loyal or not, right? Like she was like shaking her butt in his face and asking him to put lotion on her and shit like that, right?
Damn, that's mad work.
So
Wait. What? No, wait. I just want to hear. I just want to say.
you have to
that's
see
why
a
I said
video.
that's
I'm gonna
just
have to
bad
show-
work.
You just
That's
said
mad
mad
work.
work. Like mad work. That's mad much. Like that's.
Mad much, mad work,
Yeah.
same shit, bro. Synonyms.
It's mad work on his. On the
No.
guy. On
Yeah.
the guy. Okay.
On as in the friend
On both,
that's
yeah.
telling
Okay.
the girl to do all of that. That's
Okay.
mad work on him. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Alright.
that's a fact.
All right.
All right,
I thought you meant that.
somebody's pulling up with no lights on. Nigga drove with no lights on. All right, so anyways, back
I
to
heard he was.
back to the topic. Ashley forgot it. Oh,
A Cozz underrated.
so anyways,
Yo, shout out. Nah, let me stop.
they're doing all that stuff, right? And then it turns out to be a prank. My question becomes, because like when we as guys, this is a conversation that we've had before. When we first get into a relationship, we're still testing the girl that we're talking to. And if not ironically, but if somehow, some way, one of your boys ends up fucking the girl that you're like in the beginning stage of talking to, you kind of just like wipe it off and brush it off. You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh,
That's happened, yeah.
you know,
I feel like that's accurate.
at least now I know that I can't really fuck with her like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? My question is, how far into the relationship is it okay? Yeah, I can't fuck with her. Cool. That's still my boy. To the point where, damn, now I'm taking that offensive. Like, the fuck. Like, how far, or is that always like? Would it always be the same way? Like,
Nah, no
or
cap.
would it just be in that?
I feel like this is low key random, but I'm gonna answer your question though, because like I feel like this happens more than people let on to believe, to be honest. And I feel like if that does happen, as long as the other person isn't like being disrespectful about it, your boy's being your boy about it, like on some not like, yo, yeah, I just fucked your bitch like, you know, a few weeks ago type shit. Like he's just like, yo, bro, I just know how she is, you know. It's all about approach. And the way you communicate with somebody goes a long way. Cause you could literally be a dickhead about it in your approach. Like, oh, yo, I just fucked your shorty 2 weeks ago and blah, 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 you know. That would be a dickhead approach. But you could definitely go out about it as, yo, bro, I'm familiar with this situation and this situation reminds me of this. And, you know, he wouldn't look like a dickhead. So it just literally depends on the person's approach. That's what I have to say about it.
I don't. It's. I had a thought this recent weekend, and somebody has said something with, like, involving women and stuff like that, and I feel like certain men are not accustomed to like being around women unless it's like in a toxic way. But with this this situation where it's the girl like doing all that to make sure the man is like faithful, like his boy making sure his man is faithful. I think it's a lot because your man should just be faithful in general. In the beginning stages, though, to show that, like, I don't know what the beginning stages are because the beginning stages are like
The
I meet
beginning
her in a
stages.
week.
The beginning stages is like. That's why I'm trying to. That's kind of like yes. That's up for.
That's up for like
That's up for
grabs.
your interpretation of what the beginning or middle stages are. But that's part of the question. But basically, the beginning stages of what I mean of like whenever I've been in like relationship is like, or been talking to somebody, you just bring them around the guys. Like you don't officially claim them to be your girl. You don't officially claim her to be your girl, but you bring like, oh, it's about to be like a function. Oh, you want to come with me and hang out with my friends? She says, yeah. Now you don't.
Fucking with somebody.
You see, you just now like, you're just y'all both just there. Y'all know that y'all came together. Y'all know that y'all fuck with each other. But you wanna see else. If like what she would do. Okay, that's like the beginning stages. And so in the beginning stages, that doesn't matter.
So if she
it's easy for you to say I don't care anymore.
Okay.
Does that still, if it's your friend, does that mindset still kick in? Like, you helped me out and you proved it to me, okay. Or are you tight? Like that's your man's. Like
I got something for this.
Is that are you offended?
Word, I got something for this right now. Word. So if it's like the beginning, like this is the first time like I'm chilling with you. I gotta get together. Come to this get together with me. Blah 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 blah. Like Adrian says, and you come like over and stuff like that, and we're chilling, and then you're going around the party and getting to nobody. I am not in any way like I invited you, but this is like let's say like the first meetup and stuff like that. I'm not in any way to tell you who you could fuck with. But let's say we like chilled twice already. We went on like a date or like two, like not even a date or two. We went somewhere like that. I invited you already 2 places other than this, and you was with me most of the time and stuff like that. And we were like messing around and stuff like that. Talking. We started talking and actually doing shit. But then you go to my boy that you may not know is my boy, but like it's my function. So you should not assume no one isn't my boy, like my guy or my boy or my brody or like the big bro, the little bro, whatever you want to call it. You go to him and you start talking to him, then I can't really trust you. Now I'm just gonna hit and cancel you. Like, sorry.
You go hit and kill.
Hit and cancel.
Mm.
It's dead ass hit and cancel.
It happens sometimes.
Like it does happen sometimes. I'm not gonna say
does.
it's like not. It's if anything, it's 80% of not of it happening. Whereas like she's still like she's gonna become my girl or whatever like that. But when it happens, it's 80% of it actually you fucking around with my boy.
Yeah,
Okay,
that happens.
sure. But if you're part of that 80%, that's the you know what you're not fated for me.
Mhm.
Because there's girls that be like, all right, you're cute and all, but I'm fucking with that guy over there. Cause I came with him, I'm fucking with him. I'm not gonna say it's a lot. I'm not gonna say. I feel like it's not a lot anymore, but there are some girls. So there's that. But I feel if that was to happen to me, the girl's canceled. Like if she was to fuck around with my boy. But if she proves that she's like dead ass, like you're good, but I'm fucking with Danny. I'm fucking with Master DG. The dirty.
that's
I'm
your
fucking with
throwback.
Dirty Dan right there.
Yeah.
Like that's
Is your relationship with your friend any different, or it doesn't really matter?
no. I don't
Because
think
at the end of the day, we gotta know.
I think
As
guys are
guys, we
guys,
just
yeah.
as guys we know. As guys we know, we just trying to kill. So if someone comes up to us and we don't know the relationship, it's not our fault. Like it's different if Danny told us before.
But like later, I'm talking about later on, not like
later on, but it also
like she's
depends.
passed all the other tests and you guys have been together for a while.
if that thing happened in the video, whatever happened, I don't know what happened. But if like I did mad work and that shit happened and he tried to fuck with the girl, then yeah, of course it's gonna affect my relationship because it's like you're dirt, like in a way, not a good
Dirt
dirty,
bag.
not a dirty Dan dirty. You're a
Dirtbag.
You're a dirtbag dirty. Like you already know she's my girl. Like what's
And
good
you
with
still
you.
trying to like, Mike.
But if it's not my girl and then we're just still fucking around, I don't know what it's still like you're still fucked up because you already know I'm trying to talk. I'm talking.
You already
to her,
know I was
like,
pursuing that
yeah.
type
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, so it's not at that point. It's not what's it called? Why am I drawing a blank to this? It's not the game's not fair. Like it's not like
Yeah,
Even.
yeah, it's not a even like thing. Like this is not competition anymore. This is like I have that
battle.
already. Like because everybody has friendly competitions. Girls and
Facts.
guys have guys and girls and guys, whatever, trans, whatever you want to call it nowadays.
yeah.
We have friendly competitions where it's like, you think you could bag that? I could bag that. Blah blah. Like
Yeah.
it's our culture now.
Wait, can we go on a brief intermission or like?
No, because that's all I really got. I don't really have anything
just-
else.
just-
If you guys have anything,
Y'all don't have.
I just need to use the bathroom real quick.
Can we finish?
We could just close it out, bro.
All right, let's close it out.
Wait.
Even though everybody
have
knows
any
how to use the
questions
bathroom,
before I leave.
I'm not gonna say questions because I gotta use the bathroom.
Jamal, you have any questions?
No, let's see
Guys.
what you're gonna do.
Yo,
when
so
you get
at the
back.
end of the day, this is
Let's
the
see
Just Talks podcast. Thank you once again for listening.
This kid just
Shout out
wants
to
just
my
close
guy
out
Jamal.
it out
It was his
himself, I
birthday
guess.
during
I
the
mean,
week.
like,
Shout out to Kenji, our photographer. It's her birthday today.
It's her birthday today, April 10th. I can't give her
Weird.
shout outs because I'm her man. So it
Yo,
feels like
shout out to all those fire signs and the Aries signs.
Yo,
That's
shout out
my
to
best
air
friends,
signs.
right?
gang.
No, wait. No, we're
I'm
not
an
talking
air
about air signs.
signs.
I know. We're not talking about y'all. We're talking about fire signs and Aries. Aries and fire signs. Y'all are
Same
dope ass
thing.
people.
If it wasn't for air signs, fire
it's the
signs
same
won't be
exact
able to flourish.
It's the same exact thing.
Stop talking
All
about
right,
yourself. This is
whatever.
about
We're
them.
closing this out.
Go ahead,
Alright,
close
thank
it
you
out.
guys
He
for
said we're
watching.
closing this out.
Thank you for watching and listening to another episode of the Just Talks podcast. We appreciate you guys.
What did you call this? A sleepy episode, right?
Yeah, it was a sleepy episode.
First sleepy episode of JTP.
That wasn't.
We appreciate you.
first time it
All
was
right,
labeled.
bro. That's it.
Jamal's
Damn,
first.
man. This nigga did-
All right, close it
just
out.
said
for
close
real,
it
for
out,
real.
but
Go ahead, close it out.
peace till next time. Good luck to Danny in California, and we'll see you back
Thank
We'll
you.
see you soon.
in
Wait, what?
in
Oh, he
2022.
means what, a baby, like a shorty.
In 2022. That's when Danny's gonna come back in 2022.
I have trouble accepting the fact that you're gone, so I won't. It'll be like we went for a while without seeing each other. But I can understand why God would have wanted you close to him, because you truly were an angel on earth. And
In my own special way, I love you. I miss you.